Dockers team. Here's Gibbs for the Blues. He releases Joseph. But, oh, that's a wayward kick from the first season player. And there'll be a throw-in.
Yes, and Fev not happy. Look at the look. Saying, come on, I had the lead. I had the break. All I had to do was put it out in front of me. And he's right.
So boundary throw in Carlton deep in their attacking zone. Sandilands controlling the ruck as he has all night. Hazelby lost the handle. Shammer has been good. Drives it out of defence to Pavlich. Couldn't handle it. Well done, Waite. Kept his eye on the ball and drives it back inside attacking 50 to the pocket. Well done, Hill this time, fisting it over. Boundary throw in the right forward pocket.
It just shows the young kid Hill. He's a playmaker, but he also realises the situation here. Just realises he's got to help his teammate Tarrant, and he gets there and gets the fist and puts it out of play. Smart young player.
Sandilands reaches over the top. Shammer couldn't get the kick away. Murphy smothered. Hadley. Cruiser tried to knock it forward. Boundary line close. Simpson going nowhere. Gee, it's a scrambly game at the moment. Subin's kick is run down. Big Cruiser tries to go it forward. Was he held? No, says the umpire. Umpire put the whistle away. Letting it go. Now towards half forward. Bauer. Joseph again. Snaps goalward. Offline. Through for a behind.
What the Blues are doing, every time they get a chance to play on, they play on. But they've got to, because they've got to make the play. They've got to get the goals. So they're taking risks every time they get it. It's play on. Dockers not playing on as much as perhaps they should be. Just trying to hang on at the moment.
Here's Pratt, long ball. Jamieson and Scotland for the Blues. Wiggins amid the traffic. Armfield. Carlton trying desperately here. Still by Duffield for McFarlane. It's wide open forward of him, but Carlton have 2-on-1. Oh, Brett Thornton, that could be a very costly miss. Pavlich's kick hasn't got the legs to make it home, and Thornton will be the first man back. De Boer came at him hard. Thornton wasted no time, took no risks, and had Nick Stevens in the right spot. Carlton's turn to come via the corridor. Gibbs. Oh, the heat on here. Carlton are trying desperately. You can't fault their endeavour.
Got to move it on quickly.
Under 6 minutes. Now Russell. Ball usage has been a problem for Carlton all night, and it is again here. Brave effort, Pratt, the youngster. Here's Yaron with Betts. Yaron again. Ball just being ploughed on by the Blues, but they're really just hoping something will happen. And more often than not, it hasn't. Hazelby to Mundy, and the Dockers are safe for the moment.
Thornton's got it at half back. 14 points. Thornton called a play on, but Cruz is standing the mark, not going to him at the moment. So he kicks it back and across to Hayden. So
just got to keep possession now, the Dockers.
Still 5 minutes of actual game time left as we get the 5-minute warning. And Mundy holds the ball aloft drop. Normally indicates some sort of turnover. Let's see what happens as Mundy just hoists it high to the wing. And the only man going up was a small midfielder in Hazelby. Poor play from Carlton. He kicks towards his captain, Pavlich. Shielded Bauer from the ball. Now a disputed ball. Pavlich and Stevens in on top of it. The umpire calls for it. A bounce at half forward for the Dockers.
So what it means when you hold it above your head, you're going to kick a skyscraper, a rainmaker.
It depends.
Cruiser the tap, but Johnson saw it coming, makes the clean steal, goes for Pavlich, and he's got him. Oh, he didn't hang on to it. Still a chance, but another miss.
How did he drop that?
It was.
The kick was just terrific to set Pavlich up.
Carlton somehow still alive. Bauer got a hand in there. Credit to the defender. He made the first touch.
And I tell you what, Pavlich, if he went for more marks in his hands than let the ball come onto his chest, he'd be a better player. He already is pretty good, obviously.
Hadley, Stevens. Gee, that could prove to be a costly miss. Stevens draws a player over the top to Judd. Running hard in the midfield is Murphy. He pumps it high and long. Tarrant and Favola. Tarrant will get there first. Gets a good bounce and can relieve the pressure, or can he? Well done, Waite. Just the kick-off, boundary thrown in the pocket for the Blues.
The Murphy kick, I don't know what was going through his head, but he's tried to go for a torpedo in the end. Running at full speed, torpedo just doesn't work. Drop punt it had to be.
Time ebbing away. Carlton have got to do something pretty spectacular. Judd perhaps the man for it. Hadley, but Cruiser wasn't expecting it. Thornton for Fremantle. Hazelby been magnificent. That was disposal number 30. Still Carlton keep coming, and Joseph has played with some pluck in the last quarter. The skill's not always just as he'd want them. Simpson gives it back to him, and Joseph kicks the goal. The Blues within 9 points. Perseverance won the day.
He just kept going and going and going, and they just can't clear it out of there, the Dockers. Joseph does well here to shake Hayden. He's just about down and out, and that's about an 8-metre pass, and game on.
Aaron Joseph kicks the goal.
Dockers have loaded their back line. Dockers have got 2 players in their forward line. At this centre bounce, they've only got 2 players. Carlton can't afford the Dockers to have all those numbers back. Have a look as the ball goes here.
Well, they've taken a gamble. De Boer almost takes the mark. He's outnumbered 2 on 1, and he throws the ball. Lucky not to be penalised. Hayden's got it. Now he's got Hazelby running for him, and he tried to get the handball through to Everton. Couldn't. Numbers with the Blues back here. Off to Murphy. Here they go. Wide handball. Jamieson wasn't the greatest of handballs. Shammer applies pressure. Hill needs to go. Jamieson does well. To Wait. To Scotland. Back to Jamieson from the logo. He chips it to Murphy, who kept running. Murphy 65 from goal at half forward.
He's been sensational, Murphy. Just run his heart out, as has Judd.
Kick towards Betts and Dodd. Dodd did brilliantly to get the fist in there. Everson too slow. Got the kick away. Sandilands. Off to Pratt. Oh, gee, it was a poor kick. Missed the target completely. Now a chance at half-back for Russell. Hadley.
Held on.
And a free kick.
From here.
It's got to come
50
back.
50 metres held on after he got rid of
Dear me. This is high drama.
Held on.
Oh, my dear.
Held on after he got rid of it. That's the call. Let's have a look at it. Russell gets rid of the ball. Oh.
No, see, that's where, in my opinion, that is incorrect interpretation.
He's not pulled down.
He hasn't
been dumped.
It was in the act of disposing of the ball. Okay, he held on in the tackle, so it's a relayed free kick as Russell kicks from 50 metres. This is critical. Oh, it's touched to enter the drama. It's touched. Umpire McBurney has to watch the DVD, this famous DVD, Rob, because he mucked it up then.
Oh. I think he might have been saved by the touch. DVD or no DVD, it was not a great decision. Carlton were lucky, but in the end didn't get the result. Mundy pumps it long. Blues throwing everything at the Fremantle Dockers. Simpson to Gibbs, just not expecting it. Gives to Cruiser from a long way out. Touch ball, it'll be play on again. Dodd belting it away. Michael Johnson leads the race. Good to have a man named Michael Johnson leading the race. There have been some sporting eminences here tonight. Richard Hadley playing for the other team.
Hazelby and Pavlich have to come to the fore in the last few minutes here. Pavlich has to stay in the thick of the action, not drop back into the forward line. He's got to lead where the action is.
Can't be too long left. Mundy does well. It had some hang, but there was no one even close for the Blues, and Shammer has it. Fremantle can't afford to make a mistake here.
Carlton has to go one-on-one. Has to go one-on-one. Force Fremantle to kick to a contest, and they've done that.
Dodd keeps it very wide. Sandilands is there. Just didn't quite finish it. And Judd wins it for Carlton, and his kick is just right. To Gibbs, to Murphy. Who's he after? He's after the big man Wait. Roving it is Joseph, who, for his second goal in a couple of minutes, just misses. And the difference is 7 points.
Those nails are getting pretty short. He would have been the hero, Joseph.
Well, the game's been played in one half for the last 4 or 5 minutes. All the players are in one half of the ground.
So 28 minutes gone, final term. It was 21 minutes, 21 seconds when we ticked into the final 5 minutes. So You can't think that's